and welcome to another Storytime challenge with Blue Monday Review. I'm your editor-in-chief, Amanda Hamilton. What month is it? It is January. Not for very long. Maybe February by the time this video gets up, but it's definitely the beginning of the year. And, welcome to 2016 with Blue Monday Review. It's been a good year so far. Thank you so much to any Kansas City person that came out to the January 23rd event at Uptown Arts Bar. It was an absolute blast. We were almost max capacity for Uptown Arts Bar, which is insane for our first big launch party. So, thank you so much for everyone's support. Donut Lounge, Uptown Arts Bar, the Toughies, and Heidi Gluck, who are musicians, and Nick Vecchi and Keith Bohannon, also known as Prim One, who are our featured poets. Thank you all so much for coming out and showing up and, doing such a freaking great job. I mean, we just got so many compliments, so thank you so much for all of that. And if you're in the Kansas City area and you didn't make it, you're definitely going to want to make the next one, because this was a huge success and it was so much fun. Now let's get to the Storytime Challenge. January Storytime Challenge is a piece called Garbage Girl by Suzanne Hyman. Suzanne Hyman spends her days working as a content marketer and her nights writing her first novel. Her fiction has appeared or is forthcoming in The Writing Disorder, Bitter Zoet magazine, and Maudlin House. She lives in Tel Aviv with her fiancé, and you can follow her on Twitter at Suzanne Hyman, and that's in the comments. So this is Garbage Girl by Suzanne Hyman. Last week, Sarah saw me grab a half-eaten, chocolate pudding-filled donut with drizzled white frosting from the trash can at school. Okay, I admit that I didn't just grab it from the garbage, I took a bite. I nearly devoured it, to be honest, but it's totally not my fault. You see, Mom put us on one of her no-carb, no-fat, no-sugar, no-sodium, no-protein diets because said she was tired of the two of us just stuffing our mouths with junk. And be a fun mother-daughter bonding activity. But really, I think she thinks that it'll make Dad come back home. And after only drinking water for 2 days, I couldn't help myself. I was like that ravenous religious Catholic kid. You know, the one from the news? Joe Joseph. He was 12 and only 48 pounds because his family locked him in a closet with tennis rackets tied to his arms, so he couldn't even pick up food even if he had it in front of him. I kept wondering why he didn't just use the rackets to break through the closet, but who knows, maybe his parents brainwashed him or something. Anyway, Sarah saw me pick up the donut and eat it. The thing is, I was so hungry that my brain just totally stopped functioning normally, and I actually saw Sarah see me. No joke, I actually saw her eyes grow big and wide, first in a kind of horror, then in a little in shame, and then they got all squinty and sparkly. They got all squinty and sparkly when I started eating the donut, and then the smile spread across her face, and she asked if it was yummy. And my dumb brain told my stupid mouth to tell the truth. So there I was eating garbage food, exclaiming how amazing it tasted. You have to try it. The vanilla frosting is divine, I said, with my mouth full and crumbs stuck to the side of my lips. And Sarah just laughed and laughed like it was the funniest thing I ever said. Then she ran, while dummy me was still munching on leftover bits of sweet glaze. See, I was trying to eat it slow and savor the flavor because who knew what Mom was going to let us eat for dinner. Funny thing is that when I got home, Mom said that she had had enough of this demented diet, and she cooked brisket, enough to feed 7 people as if it were Passover. Even though Passover isn't for another couple months and nobody else was joining us for dinner. She also made latkes since we missed Hanukkah and all. The truth is, I would have been so happy if it wasn't for that stupid donut because Sarah told everyone in our class, and I mean everyone. And they all made fun of me, calling me Garbage Girl. And worst of all, they stopped talking to me. All of them. All because of that dumb donut. I couldn't stop crying. I cried on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in class, but thankfully on Thursday, Mrs. Friedman let me go to the bathroom before I burst into tears. It felt so miserable, like I wanted to die or something. Mom said it'd be okay. Mom said it would all be okay soon, that everyone would forget. But I know they won't. She's just trying to make me feel better. The weird thing of all of this, though, is that I realized that I like eating from the trash. Like, I really like eating from the trash. I don't know if it's the type of plastic in the bags. Well, I don't think it's that because I thought it was and I tasted a piece of the plastic on its own and it tasted gross. But still, for some reason, food just tastes so much better from garbage. So now when Mom gives me dinner, I ask to take it up to my room, and she lets me because she's super sad about having starved us, which didn't let me to eating the donut, and now she's basically lets me do anything. So once I get to my room, I drop the food in my small trash bin, and I eat it from there, and it tastes so good. Last night we had matzo ball soup, and I never used to like it, but when I put it in the trash, it tasted so amazingly delicious that you can't even imagine. Of course, I would never do this at school, or at least I wouldn't let anyone see me do it again at school again. It's such a shame though, because I wish I could share it with everyone. The only people that seem to get it are the homeless. But Mom, she says I'm not allowed to talk to them. So that was Garbage Girl, author Suzanne Hyman. Check out her stuff. Connect with her on Twitter. While you're at it, connect with us on Twitter. We're at Blue Monday Review without the E at the end of the blue. So BLU Review, BLU Monday Review. And check us out on Facebook, and we're also on Instagram and like a bunch of other social media places. So check us out, connect with us, say hi. Thanks again for watching this month's Storytime Challenge. Send in your work if you want, and we're always looking for great stuff that's better read aloud than on the page. So have a great day.